at the Antifa house with an olive branch. Charity suffereth long and is kind. Charity envieth not. Charity vaunteth itself, is not puffed up, doth not behave itself unseemly, seeketh not her own, is not easily provoked, thinketh no evil. 1 Corinthians 13:4-5. Thus was the response that Joey Gibson replied to livid activist at riseup.net, who emailed Joey Gibson regarding, "We keep winning against Patriot Prayer. Haha, your buddy got busted up and recently we got another Proud Boy fired and we've been working hard and finally got Wilson on a pathway to prison." If you don't know who Billy Wilson is, scroll down and see the links below, and you can, they need your help, okay? Joey Gibson and pals, they need your help supporting Billy Wilson, getting justice for him, but see the links below for that. Anyway, they go on, "We're besting you, Joey. We've taken so many of your Proud Boys down. Hold our beer today because we're going to shut the Portland airport down and make your president raise the white flag." Really now? Okay. We run Portland, and you're never welcome here. You're being spelled the wrong way. But they run Portland, huh? Well, yeah, sure. See, they say things like this, and then they have to smack everybody's cameras out of their hands so that you don't have the evidence of how ridiculous this claim is that they run Portland. Come on. Okay. Anyway, moving on, folks. What is this all about? Okay, now assuming you know who Antifa is, who the Proud Boys are, who Patriot Prayer is, and Haley Adams. If you don't know who Haley Adams is, see my video about her. Rebel Barbie versus Antifa, Haley Adams. She's the founder of the Him Too movement, hashtag Him Too. She's also trying to get the mayor of Portland, Ted Wheeler, out of office. On January 17th, 2019, some people went to what is essentially an Antifa house in Portland, Oregon. Tiny of Patriot Prayer and also a Proud Boy, Haley Adams, who founded the hashtag Him Too movement, and Cole Strong, James, who I know almost nothing about other than that I can see that he's attended the Patriot Prayer events before, as I recently learned he is a Proud Boy. He was hospitalized later on January 17th, the same night that this video takes place. We'll get into that. Some guy named Jeff, I don't really know much about Jeff, and a few other people were there at the IWW house in Portland, Oregon. If you watch closely, you'll see an IWW flag being flown outside the house, and you'll see that there's someone there who seems to have some authority, even if informal authority. He says that it's an IWW house himself. The IWW is the Industrial Workers of the World. It's a very old thing, just like Antifa goes back, many decades. And just like Antifa today, they are sort of a play-acting pretend version of the originals. The original Antifa actually fought real Nazis on the streets before the rise of the Nazi Party. But Antifa today they go and they attack people that they call Nazis. And they do it in a very cowardly fashion. The Industrial Workers of the World used to actually be industrial workers, at least theoretically. But anyway, today's IWW members are mostly either unemployed or college kids. They're not industrial workers or much workers at all. Ironically, hypocritically, they are far leftists who hate industrial workers. They hate the American working class. They consider them Trumpsters and right-wingers and Nazis and etc. Industrial workers or otherwise. You know how it goes, folks. Anyway, the IWW's approach theoretically is to use the workers' unions to help achieve an overthrow of all governments internationally so that they can, then have their socialist thing that's, and the state is supposed to wither away, and then they have their communist utopia, and it's all very quasi-religious belief stuff right there. All based on Karl Marx, who did whatever he could to avoid working and just borrowed money that he never repaid. Who, by all accounts, visited a factory for a short while once. So anyway, the IWW is one of many different groups that partake in the Black Bloc. That is when you see Antifa dressing up and hiding their faces and committing crimes, that's called the Black Bloc. IWW partakes in the Black Bloc. Here you can see a video by Durst the Worst, bitch.
Durst the Worst, bitch.
And many other videos show that they are essentially Antifa, by Antifa's own definition, because they partake in the Black Bloc as part of what they call anti-fascist action. They are, by their own collective definition, Antifa. So this is an Antifa house. So these folks went to the Antifa house, and some of these people, they call themselves the PDX crew, Portland crew. That umbrella term maybe doesn't apply to all of them, but anyway, Haley's mission was to extend an olive branch by attending a caucus there at that house by the DSA, the Democratic Socialists of America, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez's party. and she wanted to see if they can work together in their common cause, which is to get the mayor Ted Wheeler out of office. None of these people like this guy. Nobody on any of these sides likes this guy. And I show you one of many different reasons why he shouldn't be the mayor of Portland in my video trilogy, Red October 1, 2, and 3. Anyway, this video is based mainly on Haley's live stream of what happened there that night. And just know that a short while after she ended her live stream, Tiny started a live stream just as he was talking to some police who were responding to the scene of an attack. You may have seen my video that I already put out about that. Apparently Antifa, with weapons, greatly outnumbering them as they usually do, doing a sneak attack, resulting in some hospitalization. See the links below to see a live stream by Cole Strong of James from the hospital. Also see the link below for the original live streams from these people and information to where you could support their causes and get involved. And speaking of getting involved, these folks, the PDX crew and other folks, know that they are returning to this house at high noon, January 19th. And if you could support them, I suggest that you do. Just be non-violent, don't attack, defend if you have to, you know how it goes. I'll do my best to keep you all updated on that. Haley's original live stream was almost an hour long. I cut it down somewhat. I just took out parts where no one was really saying anything interesting or relevant or whatever. Alright, now enough from me, let's go.
Hey everyone, so we're here at Democratic Socialists of America, and actually brought a really good crew along. Look, can you say why you're here right now? Let them know your name.
Oh, my name's Alyssa. I'm here to help, or however I can, encourage the conversation between the right and the left right now. DSA and our little group, I guess, so that we can cooperate together eventually at some point to go against the mayor. Because, I mean, I think that's more important than beat each other up.
Yes, exactly. And hopefully that we can come together at the end, and so we can recall the mayor, since every single one of us want him out, which I just think it's going really well.
For sure.
How do I...
But no, you only say you only want to say one side of it, though.
But
There's two sides of it.
What I'm
You're
saying
talking about Africans selling.
No.
I know. Well,
What,
go ahead. Tom.
what I'm saying is, you just mentioned that you guys have tried this idea, this kind of socialist idea, but it has never worked. You said it only worked for a few months.
Or a few years.
So how come capitalism have worked for hundreds and hundreds of years, and socialism kept on trying and it never worked? Can you explain that?
Well, you know,
And yet you guys are still trying.
Before capitalism came along, there was feudalism, right? And before that, there was slavery.
That's not entirely accurate.
Before that, there was, you know.
Yeah, we could go on and on as far back
So-
to the King
so-
George if we want to.
Well,
But
you know, there was hunting and gathering and tribal societies where, you know, people had to share everything in common. So human beings are capable of sharing everything in common. You know, we've done it. We did it for thousands of years before slavery and feudalism and these brutal systems, capitalism, which, you know, I mean, this is the richest country in the world, and yet there are
Because
millions,
of capitalism.
But there are millions of people that are living on the street. I mean, how is that a good thing?
But what about socialism? Look at
6. I thought it was starting at 6.
Well, how do you think socialism? How do you think socialism?
We're just here to bring some unity to Portland. Socialists, Republicans, Libertarians. Hello. Can you say hi to everyone?
Hey, what's up?
Woo! We're here to bring some unity, and we want to recall the mayor and try to get.
Oh, that guy's a piece of shit.
Yes, and I think that if everyone could come to an understanding, we need people to canvass, we need people to help come and support, because once we start this petition, we only have 90 days for the recall. We need 36,000 written signatures, voter ID signatures as well. And we need everyone's help, left and right. And we all can agree on one thing: we want the guy out. And it will, at the end of the day, for you guys on the left, it will help you guys even out even more because you don't like him. So I don't see a problem or an issue here.
Yeah.
When you level that, you know, between the homeless people and the 1%, when you bring up the people on the left.
Thank you. Can I see that?
Too bright?
Hi, Eli. How you doing? You know, I saw you last night disrupting another meeting. Did you come to disrupt our meeting?
Did you say I came to disrupt a meeting?
I was just asking.
Are you not familiar with what's going on in the city? Are you here to gaslight me? No, are you familiar with gaslighting?
He's an
You just
individual
came to.
journalist.
Is that your tactic? Is
He's an
that
individual
a
journalist.
is that a
I am not in charge of
Jamie
it.
Partridge, shame on you for watching young people fucking take your place. You are no fucking leader. You are not a leader. You're an instigator. That's exactly what I just had to say. So no, I didn't come here to disrupt anything. But if you want to call me and say some shit to me, I'll call you up. Shame on you for watching the young people of today go to jail. You are no better than the fucking pig politicians in fucking City Hall right now. That's what you're gonna get from me. The fucking truth. You want to fucking attack me and say that I came to outburst? I wanted to say something, but they cut the fucking meeting off at 7:30 and it's documented on my Facebook page. And what did I have to say?
Hey,
that they are fucking sending cryptic messages in the fucking Oregonian about Hell Hitler and Mark Kruger is boasting. So why don't you get on board with the narrative, the real fucking narrative?
I gotta admit, I don't know anything about this.
Exactly, and information is something that you should fucking know something about, as opposed to getting a fucking vote out. I was talking about this old motherfucker right here, and all the fucking proxy, he just uses people. Fuck that motherfucker. Outburst. You and Jamie. This motherfucker's owned by Terry Bean. Get the fuck out of here, punk. Now I'm leaving.
No,
fuck
come
you.
Come back. Eli, come back here. Eli.
I'm serious.
No.
He's a fucking instigator. He doesn't deserve to be anywhere around here. He's using fucking young people. I'm tired of it. Get the fucking vote out, punk.
I love you, Eli. But like,
I'm done. I outbursted.
Calm down, brother.
Eli.
I'm gonna get, this is what happens.
Eli,
It's not over. We killed the motherfucker, and it's still fucking going on. Learn something. IWW, please, let's keep it going.
This is the American people today. There's a lot of people upset right now, but everyone needs to keep their calm. No, you're not leaving. But can you try to tell everyone like what you're speaking about? Like who that guy
I just
is?
said what I just had to say, Haley. It was, you can see it. Just
I'm following you. I'm following you like you follow me. Hey, Tiny.
What's up, everybody?
Don't
So
have to
we
get
just had a few dialogues, a few conversations with the elderly gentleman that was here until this happened. And he asked me why we're here, and I told him I think it's important. They're here to recruit. And he said yes. And I told him, was like, you never know if you might talk me into becoming a Democrat socialist. And that's why it's important for me to be here, and listen, somebody, you can't be talking to people that already agree with you. It's important for you to talk to people that disagree with you to explain your position and everything. Because when you talk to people that already agree with you on what you believe in, it's a waste of time because you're preaching to the choir. But why don't you bring in some people that you disagree with? What are you so scared of? Bring in people that you disagree with, talk to them and explain to them because my main question to him was, what's the difference between Nazi socialism and democratic socialism? And he still haven't given me a solid answer or anything. He keeps on beating around the bush. And then I ask him, name one civilization that has succeeded under socialism. And he mentioned the Paris something, and then he said that it only survived for 2 months. So I told him, so basically what you're saying is socialism doesn't work. And then he went to attacking capitalism, which capitalism have succeeded us all the way till now. So that's why I told the gentleman it's important for us to come here, people with different beliefs than him, since they're trying to recruit. Who knows? Maybe they might have some hard facts to back up the Democrat socialism. They might turn me into a democratic socialism if they're really good with what they're talking about, if they really believe it's the right thing.
Tiny.
So that's why I'm here.
Capitalist governments. I don't understand what you mean. We're a constitutional republic. Like there aren't capitalist governments. Those don't exist. There's a capitalism is an economic system. It's not a government.
socialism is a government and an economic system.
I don't disagree with you. I don't support socialism as myself. But I'm just making a point of fact.
But
capitalism is an
when has
economic
socialism
system.
ever worked? That's my question to him.
It has it en masse. No, I agree with you. It has it en masse. As far as a large country.
So he asked me why I was here, and I told him I'm here to listen to what
right
you
on.
have to say about democratic socialism.
Well, I just wanted to be clear that there
Okay, cool. But that's what I'm trying to explain here on why it's important for us to be in their meeting, you know, because they're preaching to the choir.
I think it's important that people talk and have conversations.
Well, we had a really good
free trade is.
I got you. I was having another one over there.
The elderly gentleman, we had a really good conversation. Like me, Reggie, and him, we had like a 30-minute conversation.
I got pissed off.
Yeah, there you go. That's why I'm here.
Can we attend the meeting?
Huh?
Can we attend the meeting?
It's DSA folks. It's like, you know, their thing.
Well, it's a public event.
Huh?
It's a public
I
event.
don't really know. I'm not DSA.
Well, I know
I
that it's a
don't,
public
you know,
event. It's funded,
I'm
so
just here because, you know, my friend's treasurer here, and they were here doing union business today.
Invite
So
people guys to come over to open their
I didn't
minds.
invite anybody. I'm in IWW.
Alright, so you just heard the old guy say that he's IWW.
I'm in IWW.
By the way, what you're seeing is a video by Durst the Worst, uploaded April 2nd, 2018, one of many examples to show you that IWW is Antifa.
Durst the Worst, bitch!
It's because you're being used as just cannon fodder, man. They don't pay you. I know exactly what your organization does.
Let's get into the details. So what are
Tell us what it does if we're so wrong.
What does your organization do?
I've already stated what it does.
I'm so interested in your rational, objective analysis.
Because it's so different from the way your neuropsychological profile operates.
Oh man. Yeah, I'm curious why would you tell a group of hundreds of anarchists that I work for the police and that I film people for the cops and I shouldn't be trusted and occupy ICE? I'm just curious why you would say that to a bunch of strangers trying to incite a crowd of people to violently attack me. I'm wondering why you would make that claim, and now I'm asking you to present some fucking proof. All right? Show me some proof that I work for the police and that I can't be trusted. I've been filming radical shit in Portland since 2008. You know how many times I've compromised any anarchist security culture? 0. I have 3 terabytes of video from radical protests in Portland since 2008, and I've never, ever done anything for the cops. So tell me how I work for the police again.
Because she did it for an ego boner.
Prosecutor's office counts as the cops.
What?
You got newbies in the anarchist movement that they don't know what's going on.
She's the one that did that to a group of over 200 people. She told them that she's uncomfortable with me because I work for the police.
The newbies don't know shit about shit. That's why you get that kind of stuff going on.
Well, I'm very angry because I had to deal with the social backlash of that, and people singled me out at dozens of events and threatened me and physically threatened to do harm to me because of what you said. You know,
I stand with this guy.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
What an awful
How could you do that to someone? Put him in harm's way.
I spent 15 years of my life homeless, and I've been beaten by cops a half dozen times. I've had my arm hyperextended by police.
I hope you cry.
Oh, me? Honey.
I don't want her to cry.
You
I want her to
falsely
stop lying
accused
about
man.
me.
Him
I'm
too.
not trying to intimidate her. I'm just very angry.
Of course.
I don't like that.
100%.
See, I don't work for the police. In fact, I recently had to move.
Yeah, it's definitely the wrong guy. We don't even politically agree with him, but we respect him.
I don't agree with their politics.
Run away!
I would appreciate it if you would stop inciting people to attack me. That would be great. I'm an anti-authoritarian anarchist, and no, I don't agree with these right-wingers' politics. In fact, I think they're as silly as left-wingers' politics. But I don't think you should be inciting people to attack me.
Him too! Him too! Quit falsely accusing men!
Sorry for laughing here, but it's just funny because everybody here could be accused of things working for
This is perfect.
You.
Like, here's the thing, Tiny, right? I've gone to hundreds of activist events through my career, right? I went to Malheur when right-wingers were taking over the bird refuge, and they had that town had about 1,500 people. They had 6,000 feds in that town when I was there. And I almost had a chance to interview Lavoy Finicum. I was there because they're human beings and they deserved civil rights being protected. I don't give a fuck. When I look at somebody, I don't see a right-winger and a left-winger, an Antifa, or like a Patriot Prayer supporter. I see human beings that deserve human rights protected. And the police state doesn't give a fuck about your politics. They want to fuck everybody over. All they are is revenue collectors for this huge fucking federal system that needs to be abolished. But like, and honestly, Tiny, I've had people on your side of the fence try to physically attack me. I've had people on their side of the fence try to physically attack me.
But we don't agree. But we don't agree with people falsely accusing.
I don't need a hug. I just need a conversation. You can hug me if you want to.
We always talk every time we come across.
But like, I resent the fact that she did that to me at Occupy ICE. I mean, it's just fucked up.
All right, I gotta go.
Later.
Okay, right. Love
Later,
you.
dude.
Horrible articles.
Hey, Days of War, Nights of Love, and Expect Resistance are two awesome books, man. They're awesome pieces of literature.
This is crazy.
I know, this lying bitch. I'm hung up on it. What's up? Not you, you're cool. You got a great smile.
I'm just angry because she did that, you know, and it did incite violence against me. I don't have anything against her personally. Maybe she didn't know. But like, to do that to me, I had to literally get in fistfights over that. And I don't like violence. I hate violence. Especially politically motivated violence. I think it's stupid.
Yeah.
Yep. Exactly.
We should be able to talk out our problems, plain and simple.
But like, I mean, honestly, you want to know my biggest criticism of people on your side of the fence, Haley? And I'll be honest with you.
What?
Many of the supporters of Patriot Prayer like to wave those Blue Lives Matter flags.
I'm not Patriot Prayer.
I know that, but it's a lot of the same members. It's a lot of the same people. I see a lot of the same faces. Well, the thing is, right? To me, if you want to ask what fascism really is, it's authoritarian nationalism. And people on the right seem to always side with the police. Not always, but it's a trend. It's enough of a trend to make me think that they blindly support that. And that Blue Lives Matter flag, I think it's a gang symbol. Okay, the police are trying to wrap themselves, in patriotism to get away with all manner of heinous crimes against the people. And honestly, I'm sorry, that's their reaction to Black Lives Matter, is those Blue Lives Matter flags.
When it comes to the
Two sentences and then I'll shut up. Okay, cool. Two sentences. Okay, so it's statistically provable that people of color, black folks, are statistically put in jail, beaten up, and shot by police at a disproportionate rate to everyone else if you account for population. That is true. So a lot of people associate that Blue Lives Matter flag with authoritarian nationalism, and extreme right-wing, basically racist people. Now, I can understand that, and that's my biggest problem. Okay, I give you the floor, Tiny. Please, say your thoughts.
This is where I stand with the cops and thing.
Okay.
I don't believe all cops are good. I don't believe all cops are bad. I believe some of them are in there for a good reason.
Right.
But when there's cops that are plainly like out there doing the wrong thing, I'll stand against that.
Right.
But I don't believe all of them are bad, because I do have like family members that are law enforcement.
Sure.
You know, and they try their best to do what is right. And they're even openly saying that there is bad cops out there. And that's what I stand against.
Until they start
arresting
arresting
them. I do not follow cops blindly.
Sure.
I'm not going to say that I support all of them, even though if they do something bad. Because I've seen it with myself. Like, going out to the rallies and everything, it looks like they have taken my respect, taken advantage of my respect for law enforcement, and then even though I don't do anything wrong, they'll just arrest me just to make them look good on the media. Like, oh, see, we arrested somebody at the rally, but it's the same brown coconut that they arrest all the time. You know, just to make them look good. And that's why most of them, they've heard my opinion when they take me in. I'm like, you know, don't take advantage of that, because I see it, and then that's where I stand.
Well,
not every cops are bad. Not every cops are good.
Over the years of me doing this, I've met plenty of cops, and some of them are nice people. I mean, like, I've met hundreds and hundreds of cops.
I've met some really respectful ones.
Well, here's the thing. Okay, thank you for speaking with me. It's another subject I want to bring up. What comes to mind when I say this phrase, institutional racism? Institutional racism. When I say that phrase, what comes to mind? Okay, my thoughts on what institutional racism is that as cultures have evolved throughout history in the United States, you have law enforcement culture, you have the culture of doctors, you have the culture of every profession, right? It started out, if you look at the first municipal police forces in America, they started out as professional hunters of black people. They were literal slave-catching organizations.
I'm gonna go get
so these institutions evolved very slowly. So what we have right now in the United States is institutional racism within our police forces. Maybe the cop as an individual is not wanting to be a racist, but he's implemented a racist policy because that institution evolves at a snail's pace throughout history. So we have that problem. We have racism in policing because of the institution, because of how it's evolved over the hundreds of years since we've had cops. That's one of the reasons why liberals say that cops are racist. It's because of that institutional ingrained racism. And that's what I mean by it.
I like where you're getting. That is really deep, but I can't speak on anything like that I don't understand. Because I've only been here, like you know, like I've shown I've only been here for a few years.
It's something I've studied for years. I'm just sharing my thoughts with you.
Yeah, it's a different system, like in the island. Like our cops in the island is way different. You know, when I come here, I say, hold up.
You being around, you're the one that gets arrested more often than not.
I like where you're speaking on. I can do some research on it before I can give my take on it. But that's awesome.
I'll send you some links to just read about it. And I'm not trying to talk over you. I'm just sharing information.
I like that.
But it's interesting that you being brown is the fact that you get arrested more often than other paper prayer people. I mean, it might have something to do with the fact you like to fight too. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, you're a brawler, so that also got something to do with it.
Self-defense.
Kind of an egg and chicken thing there, isn't it? But like,
Hey guys, so we're just at the Democratic Socialists of America because we want to speak. We want to bring some unity, but I just was overhearing that they might. This is how much they don't care about their cause. They're saying they think that their meeting has been shut down now. How are you going to open people's minds or try to speak to one another about different political ideas? And this is fascism.
It's what communists always end up doing, is shutting out ideas that disagree with them, so that their idea is the only one left. It just happens every single time.
And it's never gonna. And that's why communism never works out.
It's true. There's no room for development or new ideas.
Go to Venezuela and eat some rats and see how that worked out for them. See how that worked out for them.
The body bag. That's all they can do.
If you want to have some real fun, Google the Fraternal Order of Police.
Yes. What's your name?
Mike Bluehair.
Do you have a YouTube?
Yeah, it's Mike Bluehair on YouTube if you want to see my stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm not left or right. I'm an anarchist, and like I don't fall towards either of those extremes. I'm just about logic and reason.
Okay.
Well, thank you for you guys being here and letting me talk to you. I appreciate it. I appreciate Tiny having
I
the
thought you
conversation.
were messing with me with the interview thing because thought you were playing around, and so when I was.
I understand you were sarcastic when you. I understand you're being sarcastic. That's fine.
Are we allowed to go in if this is public event?
Who are you?
My name is Haley. Yeah.
Are you all with a particular group or organization or something?
Oh, I'm just doing a political. Yeah, I'm just in politics.
So you're not
trying to learn.
Yep, I'm just trying to learn.
So you're not then.
Yeah. I'm not part of any of these guys. I don't know who the hell this guy is, but he's following me.
Yeah. We were just happening by.
Yeah.
It seemed nice. It seemed fun. We saw it on Facebook and it was public.
Oh, on
so
Facebook.
Are we far left? Going where? In or out?
Are we going in? Oh, James!
If you don't already know, James is the guy that would later that night be put in the hospital by a bunch of white guys dressed in white sheets, black, that attacked them. Scroll down and see the links for more on that.
Oh, James!
Hey, what's going on, man? All right.
James, okay guys, we're gonna go to the back door. We're gonna go to the back door.
Yeah, to limit their liability of being sued and whatnot, because you have to take up your grievance with G4 and security.
So I don't know if I'm supposed to be back, but I'm going back here anyways. If illegals can be here, then I can be here too.
I don't know if this is the front door.
Is this the back? So I don't know.
This is where I saw people come in.
Let's go this way.
It's one of these ways.
What is this way? Hello? Oh. They found us.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Wait, this is the perfect perfect place to have a meeting. This is the perfect place.
Sorry, this is private.
Wow, you guys have private property? That's crazy.
Would you tell that to an illegal?
For the socialists and the communists to have private property that they're telling people.
It's personal. Yeah.
The building committee members.
Yeah, and we're not here to discuss theory. You're trespassing right now.
We're not here to discuss theory. I mean, in theory, we're against walls and for open borders and against private property and ownership and authority. But in reality, we're just full of shit. So get on the other side of the wall, get off our private property, which we own because we are the authority and we dictate such things. Oh, and we're against dictators, even though we dictate such things. We're against dictators like Trump because he wants to build a wall and he owns private property and he's an authority. So, so obey our authority. And we're not hypocrites at all. Sure.
The public entrance is out front. Okay? There's no need.
Wait, so we're allowed in. We just said we're allowed in. Let's go.
You said it once, you guys got to
You
get
said
back
how
to
we're
it.
allowed in.
I thought they don't believe in private property.
Yeah, I know.
Well, you know what? If they tell you to get off, you got to stop.
Yeah, that's why I walked in front.
Yep. But no, they don't believe it.
So,
yeah,
that's weird. They're all for open borders, but have private property.
I know they're supposed to not have private property. That's supposed to be the whole point. That's fun.
You're looking for your dog.
Live in, and we've got landlords and tenants.
But these are people in the
insurance,
public who want to learn more about your system.
Of course, and you know the distinction between private property and personal property.
I'm gonna rush an illegal. Is it okay if I go in the back?
Okay? We aren't using it to make a profit. We're not absentee landlords. In fact, we're being taken advantage of by absentee landlords.
It's absolutely awful that they do that.
Right, exactly. We agree. But this is personal property because we are using it. It's not private property. Although, you know, legally within the system it is. And like I said, we've got an entrance here that we use. And we haven't said you folks can't be here, have we?
Actually,
They did. There was a lady with the
Well, I
glasses.
haven't.
Not you.
Okay,
The
so
other
you're
one.
saying we
The other
can
one.
be here.
But
Yeah.
that's our personal space back there, you know. That's our chill area, the kids
Wait,
area,
what?
you
Wait,
know.
is she talking shit to us?
Yeah, she is.
What? We couldn't hear you because you're on top of there. Why can't you come down here and talk to us like a normal human being?
Normal human beings don't sit on porches? I sit up there all the time. We hang out and smoke dope.
See, we love to do that too. That's
You smoke
fucking
dope
cool.
up there with everyone? You smoke dope with everyone up there?
Yeah,
you
it's
do?
fucking
Okay,
Oregon.
perfect. Awesome. I knew it. Freaking, it's a trap house.
It's like, dude, can't we all talk and just open our minds a little bit?
Wait a minute.
Hey, you put yourself in that way.
Let me tell you. You want to hear a story? With trap up. I'm a retired carpenter, right? When I retired out, I'd been 7 years on an opiate-based pain management
Wait, I have
program.
a question for you. I have a question for you. Why are they having you speak down here and they're not with you?
They don't
to speak to us. Like
have
what?
me speak. Does it sound like anybody can stop me
I
or
just
ask
wanna
me?
know.
Hey, go talk to them
I
people.
just want to know.
You know?
Yeah, I know. I just want to
Give
know.
me a cup of coffee. You want to
Why-
hear some stories? I got stories.
Actually, I don't want to hear stories. I actually want to go in and actually see what this
They're
meeting's
having
about.
a meeting. You know, they're passing resolutions. They're doing shit by
No, we're having a meeting with you guys. We want to be. We want to learn what you guys are speaking about.
Don't want to have a meeting with you, so they
Actually, this is a public
So why don't you
event.
just have your own meeting?
Okay, Alyssa, can we go through this
whatever
again?
issues
Is
you
this a
have.
public
This is a
event?
public event on Facebook
Yeah.
that anybody
And
could
attend?
RSVP to.
I never.
And go attend.
We're not here to protest, you guys. I don't see anyone with signs protesting.
I don't know the score, so why don't you just like have your own organizing, get your own shit together?
Oh yeah, let's put
I
our
know, I'm sure.
let's put our own event together so you guys can come and counter protest it, right? But if we come over here and we actually want to speak to you guys shut us out. But you'll come to our event and you'll counter protest it. I really think that we should just go up there. Yeah. You think they'll fight us?
Maybe.
Do you think that socialists are dangerous? Do you think that they would hit one of these guys? No.
But they would try.
They could try, yeah.
But you know what? We're the tougher group.
We're just gonna stay. We're gonna stay here the whole time.
Give it a cute little flag.
Are you proud to be an American?
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
You proud to be an American, guys? How about that wall? You know what? If there can be private property back there and we can't be back there, then I believe that we should have a wall.
How many oil spills you're gonna have along the coast when the Coast Guard don't work no more?
What?
You know how many oil spills you're gonna have along the coast when the Coast Guard don't work no more?
That's not how it works.
Do you know who runs the radar stations to keep them sons of bitches from running into each other? The thing's called carrying 5 million barrels of crude.
That's not how any of this works.
Yeah. You know who keeps the planes from falling out of the sky?
What is your like, are you an organizer here? Like, are you just walking
with the
by?
IWW.
I'm an organizer.
The actual
I'm an
building.
organizer. I've been.
Oh wait, you're for the actual building, so I don't feel.
All these are DSA out there.
Right. So DSA, but this isn't a DSA meeting.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
meeting
like
at an IWW
they're like a
building.
tenant here,
Yes.
right? Yeah. It's like, yeah, and I don't
Dude,
even
I have
go
no
in
problem
and stick
with you.
my nose in their shit. To be honest, it's probably mostly boring, and I don't want to hear most.
So boring that they don't want us in. That's how boring.
Well,
it is.
you know.
What are we gonna do at the next Patriot Prayer rally, guys?
They have serious.
You know something I don't understand? When you talk quickly, when you talk to a democratic socialist, you ask them the difference between democratic socialism and socialism, and they won't give you an answer because it's just socialism.
I had a meeting.
It's all socialism.
So I had a meeting with two of the people. Actually, one is already in there. And I was talking about like, oh, a Democrat will probably take the next mayor, you know, that goes in. And they're like, so okay, I got confused. I got confused when they made a huge deal when I said that. They're like, wait, a Democrat? You think that? And I'm like, wait, are you guys Democratic Socialist America? Like that's what your name is?
DSA, yeah.
And then, yeah, I got so confused because of the
They
name.
just put Democrat on the front of it, but their platform is all socialism.
Yeah, so it makes no sense why.
That's what I just wanted to point out to you.
So who are they getting? Are they getting funded? Like, who are they getting funded?
This is a IWW meeting space, and they also allow other organizations to meet here. So if it's IWW, the workers, themselves.
Well, Eli sent the elderly dude that was talking with us. Yeah, he's the one that organized most of Antifa stuff. He said he's the one that sends the. That's why he said. Because he's the one who sends mentally ill kids in the front line to go fight this bullshit on the street, and then when they get arrested, he fucking runs away like a coward.
Sounds about right.
That's why he went off on him.
Oh, Eli?
I'm like, damn, I didn't know that.
Alright folks, so nothing much else happens on Haley's live stream for the rest of this video. Then she goes offline. Then a very short while after that, Tiny came back online as he was being interviewed by the cops because apparently they were jumped and attacked by Antifa. And they put James in the hospital. And I notice here, our friend informant told us about this. Look at this. It's not enough that a mob of white guys in masks beat up and attacked a racially mixed group of people. But then they go and they brag about it. They gloat about it. And then they call a black guy a organizer for Nazis. Look at this. This is from @LakeCustomer. Hard to tell exactly what Joey Gibson and the Proud Boys hate group are alleging happened last night after their fascist goons showed up to threaten organizers at a PDX hall, Union Hall. Now, you folks just saw the video. Were they threatening anyone? Okay. Alright. No, they weren't. They're lying. These people are lying. But I recognize that Proud Boy James Johnson, and he's been organizing with Nazis for a long time. Yeah, he's been organizing. See, this is so fucking funny. In any other time, in saner times, this would be just comedy. But some people take this shit seriously. These people are serious. They are that fucking insane and that stupid. These people should not be on the streets. They need to be in mental hospitals. Wow. Okay, let's take a look. So then they have a screenshot, which is supposedly from Patriot Prayer. We'll see what it says here, and then we'll determine whether or not this is believable. And then you can see they have the tweet here from Cole Strong, Facebook. A white mob of masked thugs, Antifa, beat a black man almost to death with metal batons. We are in the hospital now with James Yakov. Oh yeah, look at this Nazi. He's for liberty, so therefore he's a fascist. He's proudly displaying a symbol of freedom, so therefore he must be fascist. Oh boy. So, okay, folks, see our other videos. If you don't know what's going on here, see our videos. You can see James from the hospital and all the other context if you don't know. Now, I have to get off of this video and finish this up and upload it because in just a couple of hours, they'll return to that house. And I'll do what I can to keep you informed about that. Scroll down, see the links below. In fact, I'll tell you what, I'll put, as live streams come online, I'll put links in the description of this video, okay? So check it out. And also, if you're in the Portland area, or if you can get there really fast, go there and support these folks. Let's see here. I think I have the tab still open. Yeah, okay. So here you go. It's from Eastern Time, 12 p.m. Or I'm sorry, Pacific Standard Time, 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. So that's high noon, Pacific Standard Time. Today, which is Saturday 19th, 2019. All right, so everybody do the right thing. Be peaceful. You know, be strong. Defend yourselves, but be peaceful. And I'll give you a link to this in the description below. All right, everyone. So that's enough for me for now. I got to get this video uploaded, and I got to get to work to see what's going on over there in Portland. All right, everyone. Thanks for watching. Peace, love, freedom, and equality.